Thank you, Randy. Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Marlene Bricker, and I am here in Collinsville at Unity Spiritual Center. We would like to welcome you all this morning and also to share with you that this is a special day for us as it is Friendship Sunday. And if any of you are in this area, Collinsville, Edwardsville, whatever, you can still run over and be here at 11:30, 12 o'clock and join us for potluck. There's plenty for all. So I want to start out with who and what unity is and what we believe. Unity does not say, here is a creed you must subscribe to. Instead, it says, here are ideas that we feel are true about God, about yourself, and about life. If you feel that any of these ideas are acceptable and useful, then use them. We do not offer teachings as final truths that you must accept or be lost. We offer teachings as a set of directions that will help you find your way. Unity is spiritual, the belief of the individual growing, seeking, unfolding, becoming what he or she is meant to be. It was not founded to separate people into another body bounded by religious laws, doctrines, practices, and rituals. It was founded on the notion that God is within you, and therefore your purpose in life is to express your divine potential. Everything Unity has done, it has done to help you achieve this purpose. It accepts you where you are and for what you are, and it helps you become the child of God you were born to be. Whatever that looks like, that's all we're here for. And again, I want to quote Eric Butterworth. When your mind is functioning correctly, there is an outstreaming of light from within in the form of inspiration, hunches, leadings, and intuitive flashes. Trust this process of inspiration. In the twinkling of an eye, ideas and plans may flow into your mind. In Proverbs 27:17, I love this one. Iron sharpens iron, and one man sharpens another. So we're so much better with others. And my topic this morning is just build it. And I would like to read my own writing on that. I remember how much I loved the movie Field of Dreams, building a baseball field in the middle of an Iowa cornfield. I think it was Iowa, wasn't it, guys? They built it, and they came. My goal is right here where we are at Unity Spiritual Center, together with all of you out there and those of you who are here, is to build a spiritual community. Yes, right here and right now. A community where people can come together to feed their body, mind, and spirit. Today, right after our service, we will feed our body with delicious food, as we also feed our mind and spirit with the love and joy we share, just by coming together. We want to build a community where all are welcome, regardless of age, color, sexual preference, political preference, or religious preference. We want to build a place where we can lovingly agree to disagree, where we refrain from gossiping about each other, where we edify each other's achievements, where we make sure that each person leaves filled with love and respect. That is how we change the world in which we live. That is how we become the world we wish to see. We will build it, and they will come. We hope you will join us. Excuse me. I have really been thinking about how to grow a spiritual community, or how to grow any idea that flashes into our brain. So we think about all of the things that have happened in our world. Excuse me. We think about great corporations that have begun. And I believe it was FedEx that started in someone's garage. There is a huge congregation in California called Agape, and I believe it started in the founder's living room. There is an international company that used to be called Weight Watchers that also was founded in someone's living room. So what happens is it starts one by one. And when I was coming back from Arthur, Illinois, because of you, Randy, I was listening to a book, and the author was talking about exactly this building and starting communities and, ideas and how they began. And he even he talked about Jesus. And he said once he got 12 disciples, it grew exponentially. So I'm going to count 12 as our magic number. And, excuse me, allergies are crazy today. I'm going to see 12 as our magic number. And then when we get to 12, that is how we begin to grow. 12 dedicated people with the same vision. In this world today, especially after COVID, what we have found is that there is a huge, huge need for people to come together, to share their life, to share their joy, to share their sorrow. Because these are the things of life. Our joy is so much more fun when we have others to share it with. Our sorrow is much less burdensome when we have friends, when we have people who will hear us and listen. We want to build a community where people might come in not feeling wonderful about their life and their achievements, but we are here through the love of each other, through that love of spirit that moves through each of us, that we are able to share with each other and edify each person and reminding them that their life matters. Your life matters. It matters to us. My son just sent a really cool thing. What was it, Steve? It said, don't just occupy space, matter. Don't just occupy space. Don't just sit here. Don't just wake up in the morning and decide, what am I going to do that makes me feel good? Get up in the morning and say, what can I do today in this world to matter, to make a difference? How do I make a difference? I don't need to be famous. I can make a difference at the grocery store by telling the person, well, actually, I check my own groceries out, so maybe I have to tell myself, but in the stores where I don't, where I tell that person, thank you for being here. Because you know what I realized since COVID? Want to know what I realized? How do you like how they gave, quote, shots to only to essential workers? Because you know what I found out? I found out during COVID that every person is an essential worker, right? Because if you wanted the grocery store to be open so you could eat, you needed those people there stocking the shelves and making sure the food was there. It wasn't only nurses and doctors and lawyers Every person is essential. You know what? When your car breaks down, can you fix it? I can't fix mine. I need to take it to a mechanic. When my car is broken, a mechanic is an essential worker. Oh, during COVID, we had several. We had a toilet stop up, we had a sink stop up, and we had a garbage disposal stop up. And guess what? I realized what essential workers plumbers are. And I was so grateful that we had 2 bathrooms. So this is an opportunity as we grow this community, our own little tiny community right here, that we begin to look at ourselves as not just occupying space, but mattering. Because as I look at the cluster of people sitting here right here today, and I think about the big bang, the big splash that we can make in our own world just by the people we encounter every day. Because I believe that every person on this planet has a ministry. When we think about that word, it just simply means to minister. You know, we think about administer, we administer certain things, or an administrator's assistant. We could all call ourselves administrators' assistants because we're all administrators to our Creator. We all support what we've been put on this planet to do and to get in touch with it, to become a friend, that when someone walks into our community, that each and every one of us, we open our arms. We don't care where you came from. We don't care what you do for a living. We don't care what your sexual preference is, or your color, or your career. All we care about is knowing that each of us has that same spirit. Each of us has had that breath of God breathed into us as we stand and walk on this planet today. You know, I don't take my presence here for granted, because I truly believe, when I was substitute teaching on this particular day, I was a 3rd grade class, and they were having science. And one of the teachers, the other 3rd grade teachers, was doing the science lesson. We all went in there, and it was about the forest. And they talked about how if one little tiny creature became extinct, how it affected the entire forest. If ants were out of existence, it messed up the whole thing, because the animals that ate ants didn't have a food chain. And whatever ants eat, usually they eat what's in my kitchen when they come in through the window, but whatever ants eat, there would be too many of those because the ants weren't there to eat them. And how it was all designed in this perfect order. I believe that each of us on this planet has been put here for a reason. And our only job is to figure it out. That's why I just like to say, okay, God, I'm here for you. Show me what I am supposed to do. There was a song from Agape, these are my hands, what must they do? Use me, oh God. I stand for you, and here I'll abide. Show me what I must do. And whatever the God of your understanding is, if you're an atheist, you still have to know that there's some reason you're on this planet. And I'm just saying, we need to figure it out. Because when we figure out our destiny, life becomes so beautiful. And I like to think that every time I go somewhere, when I go into a store, when I go into a room, when I go to the gym, if I smile and talk to someone, just to say hello. Because my philosophy is, if they're in my space, I should acknowledge them because they're there for some reason. I want to share, Randy, you'll appreciate this one. When we were on our way to Arthur, Illinois, we stopped at this filling station. It was a really, a big one in Effingham, Illinois. And it's funny because Steve recognized it and he goes, oh my gosh, the last time I was here, look, they had a really funny shirt where they had the governors of Illinois, and they said kind of like, where are our governors now? And they're in jail. These were the ones that were in jail. And I thought it was the funniest shirt. And I said, we have to get you this t-shirt. It's hysterical. And we got the t-shirt. Well, when we stopped there again, he goes, oh, this was the place we got the t-shirt. Look, there still is one. And I saw these gloves, and I went, oh my God, these gloves are fabulous, because we have a boutique and we sell clothing during the holiday seasons. And I was thinking about selling gloves, but I never found any I really liked. And our company's called True Glitz, and I knew that just plain gloves wouldn't work. When I saw these gloves, I went on a mission to find something. Well, I found the most gorgeous gloves. They just came yesterday. Cannot wait to sell them. They look like art museum pieces. Some of them look like Monet's. They're all embroidered. They're stunning. And you can use your electronic devices, because they have little things on the edges. And I went, wow, if we hadn't been to Arthur, Illinois, and stopped at that same station in Effingham. Now we've decided every time we travel and we're going up that way, we will stop at that gas station because it's a great place to give me ideas. I don't know where the inspiration is going to come from. That's the whole beauty of just being open to possibilities. And my dream right here and right now is to gather 12 committed souls that want to create a community where our doors are open to all mankind, regardless of whatever your beliefs are. And I think it's a pretty lofty idea, but I know it can be done, because when things are too big for us to do, we call on our higher power, which can handle it. And another thing I often heard, if you have a dream and you can accomplish it, it's too small. Because our dreams should be large enough that we ask the support of the universe in which we live. So I want to end with my poem, and then we will do a short meditation, and then we will have our daily word by Mr. Tony. Bob will follow, and we will be sung out by Rod and played out by Randy. Just build it. A spiritual community is a beautiful place when filled with love, laughter, and most of all, grace. A wonderful dream that we can make to come true with the help and desire from me and from you. Coming together, creating our dream at times can be difficult. It can seem impossible, and yet we know that when we team together, we can grow a place that fills each heart with love. We are part of this magnificent whole. God will guide us. Fill our soul with so much love, so much zeal. We can go out there, help people feel the hope and love we share, letting them each know how much we care about them. We are truly one, We are ready to build it. We have just begun. And now I ask you to find that comfortable spot. And if you are comfortable, close your eyes. If not, keep them open and perhaps focus on something in the room. Feel your body relax and sink into that place upon which you are sitting or resting. And just let thoughts roll through your mind. And think about dreams you've had in the past or present, something you would like to accomplish, perhaps hesitant to try. And imagine what it might feel like if you simply let go and started. You just started to build it. Whether it might be a business or a new relationship. Perhaps begin to sew or play an instrument, create art, sing, dance, whatever it might be. Just knowing that each day when you arise, that you are able to say thank you. Thank you for this beautiful day and for this new opportunity. The opportunity of these hours, these moments, this very moment in time to create something beautiful. So that when I lay down to sleep tonight, I feel full. And I know this is the day the Lord hath made, and I have rejoiced and cherished every moment. And to think about all of the things that you are grateful for, that you have been blessed with. Perhaps it is good health. Perhaps it is surviving a physical issue. Or finding a new relationship, or having food on the table, whatever it is, that you are grateful for all of it. And as you begin to realize the gratitude and the hope and the anticipation in your life, that you feel energized and ready to move. Ready to just simply build it and see where it goes. I ask that you keep these memories, these thoughts, close to you to inspire you as you move on your way and create the life that has been meant for you. And now I ask that you become aware of your fingers and your toes, and you just kind of move them around. Perhaps shake your head to the right and to the left, and up and down. Throw your shoulders back, roll them around a little bit, and when you are ready, open your eyes and focus on something you did not notice before. And I would like to thank all of you, those of you who are here with us today, those of you who are out there. Please come back. Simply know that we appreciate your love and support, and that we totally operate on gifts, love offerings from wonderful people like yourselves. If you feel compelled to share something with us, you can find it on our Unity Facebook page, on our Unity Spiritual Center Collinsville, or usc-midwest.com. I want to thank you all so much for being here with us this morning. And at this time, I'd like to invite Tony up for the Daily Word.
Good Daily Word. Sunday, November the 7th, 2021. The word is actually a phrase, but a very important phrase. Divine order. Divine order. And the affirmation, I live in harmony with divine order. Life is in constant motion, even if that motion is imperceptible to me. When I feel stuck in a place or impatient with my progress, I consider the gradual yet orderly pattern of the seasons as they change. The single golden leaf I notice one day will become part of a blaze of color in just a few weeks. The brisk chill in the morning air soon will lead to biting cold and snow. The first tender seedlings of spring will bring bright blooms and a verdant canopy, followed by long, sultry days of summer. Little by little, one season turns into the next. My growth and understanding may happen in much the same way. Even if I don't notice changes day by day, my life is always in motion and in order. And from Scripture, you see that faith was active along with his works, and faith was brought to completion by the works. That's James 2:22. And I repeat the affirmation, I live in harmony with divine order. And now I'm going to turn it over to Bob.
Good morning again, everybody, and a wonderful day to all. First of all, I do have announcements for birthdays. November 3rd is Barb Niebrugge. November 10th is Rick Casimir. November 22nd is Roger Cassidy. November 29th is Margaret Sitz. And I do have a prayer request. My cousin and her husband need our prayers because he was in the home and fell down and broke his neck. Oh. And he's in the hospital, and the doctors are trying to figure out what to do to take care of the vertebrae in the neck. So your prayers to be heavily appreciated. Okay. My announcements too are, I'm going to borrow the lyrics from a well-known song, an old song. Oh, it's a new dawn. It's a new day. And I'm feeling so good. Okay. The other one is, life is short. Live it. Love is rare. Grab it. Anger is bad. Dump it. Fear is awful, face it. And memories are so sweet, cherish them. And my little less humorous one is, a pun has not completely matured until it is full grown. Okay, take it away. Oh, you're on one. Okay, guys, take it away.
Okay. Thank you. Love is like a never-ending melody. Always have compared it to a symphony. A symphony conducted by the lightning of the moon. But our song of love is slightly out of tune. Once your kisses raised me to a fever pitch. Now the orchestration doesn't seem so rich. Seems to me you've changed the tune we used to sing. Like the bossa nova, love should swing. We need to harmonize two souls in perfect time. Now the lyrics and the melody don't rhyme. For you forgot the melody, our hearts would always croon. So what's good's a heart that's slightly out of tune? Turn your heart to mine the way it used to be. Join with me in harmony and sing a song of loving. Be together before too long. There'll be no desafinado when you give your heart to me completely. Won't be slightly out of tune. You'll sing along with me. Thank you.